stylish. Glock talk, big t-shirt, Billy Eilish. Watch on my wrist, but I want that diamond.
You're so pretty, it hurts. Baby, I'm lost, I'm dreaming of all of the possibilities.
Si tú quieres que te toquen, ay, 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 yo te rozo suavemente, ay, 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 yo te meto con
Nobody moves, there's blood on. And she says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. 'Cause all the cool kids, they see.
tu pistola no dispara, tu pistola no dispara.
And if somebody hurts you, I wanna fight, but my hand's been broken once.
There's no going back. She's a beast. I call her karma.
Fue culpa tuya, ni tampoco mía. Fue culpa de la monotonía.
Open to find the lips.
I really, really, really wanna see it. Reina, pa' mí estás soltera. Me estoy cogiendo la escena. Tu CR ronronea como.
In the back of my mind, you died.
But I didn't care for me. Oh, who is she? A misty
Come with me, you'll be the world of your imagination.
Me la devolviste y te tocó a ti perder. Si es mío, la revisas el cel. Hay videos míos cogiendo con él.
Bring it over to my place. You know what you do. Eat to me. So get away. Another way to feel what you do to yourself. Get out the dark and into the light. Yeah, you think we're the same. The sky falls as I try to make sense. Y la brisa marinera vivo en un mundo.
Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture.
Estoy buscando a alguien que me quiera como Puka quiere Garu. Una baby otaku que me guima como una...
Her name was Sarah. I was kinda shy, but she was a daredevil.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
Who's all there? I'm pulling up with an emo chick that's broken. This that college dropout music. Every day like this.
Negra del coco, Leo, piloneo. Tú mejor que yo, no creo. De Santo Domingo PR, prendido feo.
Test. Yes, yes. All right. Hey, what's poppin', everybody? How we feeling? How we doing? What's good? What's good? Can't Can we hear me? Can we see me? Can we feel me? I just wanted to basically get you guys in here to converse with me. Tell me how you feel. Show me what's up. I'm a little late on the issue. Anytime, and I'm changing this. Anytime something happens where people want your public opinion on it, I tend to take a step back and take time to develop my stance. Plugging my Mac up, power source in here. And it seems to me that this Alex Pretti case, mind you, I just said I really don't watch anything or consume it. If it pops up on my feed and I really don't want to consume it, I just scroll past or put not interested so that it stops. But this guy's footage has come up, and I just saw the guy that's become a regular guest on Vlad TV, the veteran, the sniper guy. I forgot. I don't have his name ingrained in my head yet. But I just saw that he said it wasn't a rightful shooting. And I just want to know what you guys' takes are. You can put YouTube links to videos that you want me to react to in the chat. I'll react to them. Besides that, let me do some of the groundwork. We can put up a poll. I'm typing to you guys right now on my phone. What are your opinions? I put options. Opinions. I try not to use spell check. All right, I see somebody in the chat. Introduce yourself. Someone I know in real life. Just say something that only you and I would know. By the way, I see there's more people in here. Tell me if my mic sounds good. I got it out of the frame, a little bit away from me. Let me know how that sounds to y'all. I'm gonna mute myself. I will be right back. 1 second. All right, we're back. We're back. I never even left the room, really. What's this? We've been on the air for about 10 minutes. I have, what is this? Watch Noam. I have no idea. Dr. Durbin. I have no idea who Noam is. Noam avoids taking back her statement that Alex Pretti, is his last name pronounced Pretti or Pretty, committed an act of domestic terrorism. Let me copy this link. And we're going to switch over to a different scene over here in my streaming service. And we're going to watch it together. I have not seen this footage yet.
Secretary Noam.
All right, chat. All right, chat. It is up. I got to get myself a little bit smaller. What is that? Donate now. Oh, it's a donation goal. Wow. I don't think I've noticed one of those on YouTube before. Quality, put it at 1080p. And I'm going to put the playback speed at 110 as usual here on the channel. I think I'm going to put my camera somewhere over there. All right, y'all had to give some instructions so somebody wouldn't lead themselves toward destruction. All right, here we are. This is, what does HON stand for? Honoree Christy Noam.
Secretary Noam, the nation has watched horrified as immigration agents killed Renee Good, Alex Pretti. In Chicago, one of your Border Patrol agents shot Miramor Martinez 5 times after ramming her car. You and your agency rushed to brand these victims as, quote, domestic terrorist. We have ample video evidence and eyewitness testimony proving you are wrong. Your statements caused immeasurable pain to these families. Let me give you an opportunity to do the right thing. Do you retract these statements identifying these individuals as domestic terrorists?
You know, Senator,
I mean, just off of principle with the arrogance and the inability to be cooperative that the diametric sides have against each other in the United States and just in the world in general. You can't be too apologetic, even if you want to be.
Dermot, when we have these situations happen, we always offer our condolences to those families, and I offer mine as well. These are tragic situations, and I can't imagine what these families go through in losing a loved one. What I will say is we always work to provide the American people with as much information as possible, that we're relying on reports from the ground and from agents that are there.
Okay, shout out to CBS for having this footage up. Okay, cool. I got a 1 in the chat saying that they can hear me pretty well. All right.
And working to be transparent, and we'll continue to do all that we can.
Side note, I just want women to start looking like women again, because she does not look human. I don't. Call me crazy. If we're talking about human decency, ethics, morals, morality, the righteousness of our leaders, they got to look like human beings. We got to get away from the ones that don't look human. Because if aliens came down right now and was like, take us to your leaders, all of our leaders don't look human. She doesn't look human.
And to provide the accurate information and the facts to people as we can.
Where did you get that information? In the recent hearing before the HISGAC committee, CBP and ICE officials testified under oath that their agencies did not inform you that Pretti was a domestic terrorist during that hearing, stated during that hearing.
I was getting reports from the ground from agents at the scene, and I would say that it was a chaotic scene, as you've seen in Minneapolis and St. Paul, as immigration enforcement has.
Hey, chat, I'm looking at it here on my phone, and some of my messages, actually all the messages I had down here in the chat disappeared. So I'm going to refresh and try again. But yeah, all of my messages just disappeared from y'all in the chat. 1 second.
Gone forward, and we've worked at targeting the worst of the worst, that many times our agents have been faced with violent
the victims of
protesters.
That violence domestic terrorists as a way to calm the scene?
These violent terrorists have put them in a situation where it's unprecedented what these agents have faced it. So that situation on the ground that day was chaotic, and it was something that they were transpiring and sharing information
brand them as
with
domestic
us.
terrorists? Can you explain why you decided to brand these victims that we all saw on video who were out protesting the activities of your agency and were killed as a result of it? How did you think that calling them domestic terrorists at that scene was somehow going to calm the situation?
You know, Senator, we are working in those situations where there's a tragic loss of life and that there is something that our agents are involved in, that we continue to deliver information.
Is it so hard to say?
Is it so hard to say you were wrong? Wow. He's bunting the ball a little bit there.
You were wrong.
We continue, as these investigations continue to go, we will I absolutely strive to provide factual information, and we'll continue to do that.
And when you fail, do you admit it publicly?
Absolutely. We always know that there's room for improvement, that we will.
That is really good media training that they all do that. If anything happens behind their head, they will not turn around and look at it. Wow, you can hear them literally dragging her away.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS.
All right, PBS. I know I'm grifting, but I thought y'all were going to have a little bit more than that. That was just a clip. Should we watch? I think now we should watch the clip of what happened. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, everybody that's got content out on this right now that's coming up in the algorithm, their content's really short. It's like less than 10 minutes of footage.
Tonight, new videos raising questions of what exactly happened in the lead up to Alex Pretti's death. The Trump administration now doubling down on defense of the officers involved. Federal officials saying agents acted in self-defense. The Department of Homeland Security posting that Pretti approached U.S. Border Patrol. Alex Pretti's death. The Trump administration now doubling down on defense of the officers involved. Federal officials saying agents acted in self-questions of what exactly happened in the lead up to Alex Pretti's death. The Trump administration now tonight new videos raising questions of what exactly happened in the lead up to Alex Pretti's death. The Trump administration now doubling down on defense of the officers involved. Federal officials saying agents acted in self-defense. The Department of Homeland Security posting that Pretti approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
When he did that, interacting with those agents, when they tried to get him to disengage, he became aggressive and resisted them throughout that process. These officers used their training, followed their protocols, and were in fear of their lives and the people around them. And that's how this tragedy unfolded.
At least 5
I mean, yes, we're all looking at all of this in hindsight. That seems very disingenuous. Do I think we should have a weak border? No. Do I think there's a need for ICE? Yes. Do I think ICE needs better PR, public relations, and transparency? Yes. Yes to all of those things.
Witness videos appear to show a different or contradicting sequence of events. Footage seen from a sidewalk, the street, inside a store, and from a car just feet away. Videos show federal agents shoving a person with Pretti then stepping in. That's when an agent pepper sprays him in the face while Pretti clutches his phone. Seconds later, several agents wrestle Pretti to the ground, where videos do not appear to show him brandishing a weapon, as DHS had stated. This angle showing an officer swing something at Pretti's head. Pushing in on this video, you can see one agent reach behind Pretti, appearing to remove a gun from his waistband. As someone yells, "gun," that same agent appears to step away, and about a second later, the first shot is fired, followed by a flurry of gunshots.
Call an ambulance, please. I think the key detail is, were the agents under the imminent threat of death or great bodily harm? And nowhere in that video does it show that he pointed a gun at them, brandished a gun at them. There's no piece where you can see him reaching for the gun.
Local officials say Pretti was a lawful gun owner with a permit for concealed carry. Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino asked about this earlier.
Did the officers see the weapon? Did they see him brandishing the weapon at him?
Sure. Many videos out there, many different accounts that you may see, all those minute details.
I wish it was a general rule that if you're asked a yes or no question on the stance, you have to answer initially with yes or no and then go into your statement.
That will paint a true picture, not a freeze frame concept, and paint a larger picture of what really happened. That is why we investigate, so we can get to the truth, so there's not speculation.
Meanwhile, near a growing memorial in Minneapolis tonight. What do you see when you watch those videos?
An execution, an absolute execution. Every angle shows it, and they continue to fire bullets at him while his body was lifeless on the ground.
And tonight, regarding those officers involved in the death of Alex Pretti, Commander Greg Bovino saying today that they have all been relocated out of state,
Yo, why is homie looking at this news reporter like that? He looked like he's about to slime him out himself.
They would be doxxed and or harassed, saying that none have been placed on administrative leave and all continue to work.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on break.
Okay, chat. So I watched as much of that as I could in silence. I'm gonna play it back a little bit more, but this time I'm gonna interject so that the thoughts I had will string back along. But that looked bad. That did not look like a fair and square dukem. It didn't seem like mutual combat at all. Like nowhere close to it. But I mean, we got to be legitimate about ICE. We need a strong border. Other countries don't even have the issue of just citizens not taking border patrol seriously. However, I've never interacted with a pleasant ICE agent. And that's not to say that all law enforcement are unpleasant. Like, you're lying if you say you've been in America and you've never met a cool cop. Ever. Now, I've never interacted with an ICE agent, and I've been out of the country at least 10 times. But this just looks like they just disarmed the man and executed him.
Not appear to show him brandishing a weapon, as DHS had stated. This angle showing an officer swing something at Pretti's.
Oh boy was too strong for him. That's what it is. Look how fat these ICE agents are. You got these two with the backpacks. They're both overweight. Their BMIs are well above 40. Then you got the one with weak legs. Trying to knee him in the side. Yeah, they were out muscled. They were embarrassed that they were getting duped by a liberal. I don't even got to get any more footage. They murdered a liberal because he was stronger than them. Because, you know, the stereotype is that liberals are like meek, low testosterone, unathletic, unassertive. And then every now and then you get one of them that's an alpha cuck that will square up with you. And this dude was about it. That's yeah. I don't even need to see more. That's what happens. Because this is just from living enough life, you'll know if you're a guy and you get into a physical altercation with another guy and he realizes that in a one-on-one scenario, he wouldn't stand a snowball's chance in hell. That's when men start doing all the petty stuff. Let's find some more videos to pull up and watch. But yeah, execution. They give them all life in prison. Now to justify shooting. Let me see if there's any videos posted today. Videos, filters, upload today. I put today and YouTube did not even bring anything of the sort to even show this. All right, we're going to end this stream. I'm just getting my chops in, y'all. Get better and better. The more y'all to show up, the better conversations we'll have. The better I'll talk, the more on fire I'll get. That wasn't too bad. I'm about to start streaming on another subject right away. So I'm going to put this one down and get back on this in about 5 minutes.
When I fuck you from the back, but I wanna see your face. When I'm seeing face in the web, man, I think I'm When I fuck you from the back, but I wanna see your face.